guys, I am finally getting my act together and doing the 2,500 subs draw. So thank you very much to everyone that commented in the competition video. And I've printed off all the questions. A few of you had questions for me, so I've printed those off. So I'm going to go through those shortly, but before we do that, I need a beer. And I'm going to drink this beer that was kindly given to me by Sean at MEGAtun Brewing. If you read the label, it says Hoppyish Blonde Ale, 5.6%, and it's hopped with Motueka and Nelson Salvin. So I can't think of a better beer to be drinking while we do the video and I go through the questions and we do the draw. So thank you very much for that, Sean. I'll have to get you one of my beers back shortly. So we'll give it a bit of a pop. I think this has come off the keg, so I think I can pour it all straight into the glass. Yep, it's looking, yeah, it's definitely come off the keg. So there she is there, looks absolutely fantastic. So I think it's fairly clear, but a little bit of condensation and chill, maybe a little touch of chill haze, but yeah, it looks brilliant. Holding a nice cap, which I think is always a bit of a challenge when you're bottling up from the keg, just to keep that carbonation there. So fantastic. Thank you, Sean. Ooh, that smells absolutely brilliant. But before I dive in, let's maybe roll with a few questions. Hopefully this video won't be too long. I apologise if it is. If you don't want to listen to me going through all the questions and answers, just feel free to zoom to the end. Okay, so we've got about, I don't know, about 10, 15 here. Oh no, probably about 15. So we'll start with Dennis, aka Chingo Gringo. And Dennis asks, how did you meet your wife? Well, Sharon and I aren't actually married, but we used to work for the same company a long time ago, probably going back nearly 30 years ago, and then we met up. We were working for the same company but in different locations and different parts of the country, and then we met up sort of later in life. So yeah, that's how we met up. Piston Broke Brewing asked, what is your favourite beer t-shirt? I said I would wear it. So currently it's probably the 8 wide one here. I just like the look of it with the barbed wire, and yeah, I just think it's a pretty cool t-shirt, and they obviously make some fantastic beers as well. So thank you for that. Let's get a nose on your beer, Sean. I can't hang out any longer. Definitely picking up those hops off the top. Definitely picking up the Nelson. That sort of gooseberry, sort of Cabernet. You know, they say it's like a Cabernet Blanc, great sort of aroma and flavour. Definitely getting that, and yeah, there's definitely that sort of nice sort of passion fruit, tropical fruit from the Motueka. That smells really good. I'm going to dive in. Oh, that's good. That is a fantastic beer. I think I've had a couple of blondes from Sean now, and yeah, this is another top one. Real nice juiciness in the flavour there, Sean. Yeah, you definitely taste that sort of, I guess you can say, those hot oils in your mouth. It's a real fresh juiciness about it. So thank you for that. We'll crack on with some more questions and answers. Dave from Cheshire Home Brew has 2 questions. He's asked, what will be the next big thing in brewing? Well, I don't really have any idea, but I guess one beer that I've had fairly recently that sticks in my mind is the Good George, the Rocky Road Stout, which is a white stout. And it's the only example of a white stout that I've had so far, and I'm maybe that could be the next big trend. So thanks for that, Dave. And also Dave said, if I had any amount of money, what sort of car would I choose? Totally impractical, but I've always been a big Ferrari fan, probably more so Ferrari over Lamborghini. And I guess the one that sticks in my mind, especially from my younger days, is the Ferrari F40. You know, it was just a basic stripped out version of Ferrari version. You know, no mod cons. Had the rope to open and close the doors, and it was just basically a giant go-kart on wheels. So that's the car I'd probably have, but yeah, totally impractical for going to the shops. So cheers, Dave. Narrowboat Brewer asks, so my question is, were you a bit of a late 80s, early 90s raver? It's your outro music or other outro music that makes me think you're partial to a glow stick and a whistle. Well, sadly not. More of a traditional sort of, I hate to say it, sort of quite like the old pop and sort of easy listening rock. I know that sounds a bit fuddy-duddy, but yeah, I sort of grew up in that sort of, you know, Madonna sort of era, Queen, those sort of bands. Actually, the next question will probably give you a better idea of the music I like. So thank you for your question. But yeah, definitely not a whistle and glow stick man. Beer Lover 25 asks, I'll have a go at your age. I was a touchy subject in the over 50s, only kidding. I'm going to go with 49. You're pretty close. I'll say you're within a couple of years of 49, so I won't say exactly how old, but some of you already do, so good guess. This is a fantastic beer to be drinking while I'm doing this. Andy Beerlover25 also asks, what is my favourite band? Well, sort of growing up, I was growing up with listening to the likes of sort of Talking Heads, U2. They were sort of, when I was sort of younger, they were sort of in their early days, and yeah, really enjoyed their music. Pat Benatar, so it's quite a eclectic sort of mix. Kiss, big fan of Kiss in the early days or earlier days. Prince as well. I've got Dire Straits and Duran Duran, so a real sort of mix of, I guess, new age and alternative, easy listening sort of rock. Yeah, that sort of music. And Andy also asked from Beer Lover 25, who would you like to go for a pint with? Anyone dead, alive, or even on the tube? Well, I thought it'd only be right to choose someone from the tube, and I thought I'd pick somebody that I've been following for a long time, probably from when I only had in the sort of 100 or 200 subs, and that would be Ant Rogerson. Ant's got a fantastic dry humour, and it's right up my street. I love that sort of dry humour, as you might have picked up from my videos. So yeah, I reckon Ant would be a great guy to go out for a pint or three with. I think we'd get on pretty well. He comes across as being quite, apart from having a dry sense of humour, being quite sarcastic, and that's me as well. So yeah, I'd probably choose Ant. So if you're listening, Ant, if you're ever over this way, we'll definitely go out for a beer. This video is going to be quite long, so I will knock through the questions a bit quicker. Johnny39, by the way, does Mrs. Dino know you slip off to the beach for a cheeky beer? And I've put here, only if she watches my vids. Mrs. Dino is sort of picks and chooses what vid she watches, so. But I think she did watch the one you mentioned and did hit me up about what I was doing at the beach, because I was meant to be going up to pick up my son. So Ulysses 99, What did you originally want from posting videos on YouTube? Well, nothing really. I just used it as, I guess, as like a vault, because I've been on YouTube for 10 years and I just used it as a way to upload videos that I took on my camera and just, yeah, basically like a video vault. Never really intended to share them with anyone initially, but yeah, just sort of developed from there. So thank you guys for those questions. Big Banana Brewing, if I had a question it would be, what is your favourite food? And I had a bit of a think about that, but as far as convenience and sort of fast food, I'm a huge sucker for a quality pizza. So yeah, that would probably be my go-to food. If I'm ever on my own and caught short for dinner, that would be my pick. So cheers. Now, a few of you did actually try and guess the answer to my questions about my weight, height and shoe size. So I'll just go through some of the guesses. So I Want to Brew Chris, he came up with 261. So that was what my weight in kilos plus my height in centimetres plus my shoe size. It's like a UK shoe size. Frank from Frank's Home Brew did the same. He came up with 271. Yeah, so sorry, 261 for Chris, 271 for Frank. Les from Two Hands Brewing, he guessed 247. Irish Groundhog Brewer, that's Rick, he guessed my height and weight. He guessed 170 for my height and 82 kilos for my weight. So yeah, actually the answer is 246. So my weight is 72 kilos, which is quite light for a home brewer, but I have a pretty physical job. My height is 167, so yeah, about 5'6", 5'7", and my shoe size is, I've only got pretty small feet, only a size 7, so yeah, sort of a fairly small package overall, height and weight. So yeah, 246, so I think Les was only one off, so he guessed 247, so nice one Les, that was a good guess. I have, yes, Les asked, what, he said, you mentioned you have a son, is he your only child? Yes, I've got one son, Corey, he's 18. He's just started university this year doing engineering, so he's making me start to feel old, especially when you've got kids going to university. Mace Otago 1, does your brother make any other beer related wooden stuff? Not at this stage. I told him that the paddle that he made for me for my birthday went down with a treat with everyone that I showed it to. So hopefully he does, you know, make some things. I think he's just too busy. He works for someone else and he's just doesn't have the chance. But yeah, I wish he would get into making some more stuff for himself. Time for a breather. We're almost at the end of the question, so not too much more to go. Aidan from 1490 Brewing, what's your favourite brew that you have done? And I'd probably have to say the Black IPA. I've done the Pot Kettle Black, the Yeasty Boys beer. I've brewed up like a clone recipe twice, and then I did the one where I did the tea edition. And yeah, I really enjoy the fact you can do the same sort of base recipe, but just change up the hops, you know, come up with like a nice punchy hop to throw in there. The Germans Brewery, Ant, his question was, which subs competition did I win? No cheating and looking back. Now I guessed 300, but I forgot to check which one Ant actually won, so I'll stick it on the screen, but I've got a funny feeling it wasn't the 500. Stas Brewing, how and when did you get into home brewing? Okay, so I've been brewing for about 6 years now. I've did about 3 years of extract and kits, and I've just about finished 3 years of all grain brewing. And how I got into home brewing was my brother was already doing like the Cooper's kits, So I basically just went round and watched him do like a brew with a Cooper's kit, and yeah, just went from there. Went out, bought the the Cooper's homebrew kit you can get in the cardboard box that has all the bottles of fermenter, and yeah, just went from there. I think my first brew was might have been an Australian Pale Ale, and then followed by the European Lager. So yeah, just developed from there really. Jim from the Old Farts Brewery. He says happy birthday, Dino. Thank you, Jim, and thanks to everyone else that wished me birthday wishes back. I was on the 15th of Feb now. What do I do for a living? How many kids do I have, and do I have any grandkids? Well, I answered the kids. I've got Corey, just one son, and no grandkids at this stage. What do I do for a living? Well, for a long time I was in IT. I was the IT operations manager for an IT firm that people outsource their IT to us. We did some big sort of insurance companies, so I was there for 14 years. Just basically got sick and tired of that because there was a lot of stress. It was a 7-day, 24-hour week operation. So got out of that over 10 years ago now, and just wanted something nice and easy. So I started up a lawn maintenance company. Yeah, just been doing that ever since. So hence why I'm only 72 kilos, and I think Carl from Floor Sweepers Union was talking about making t-shirts, and he was saying what sizes to go for, and he was saying, oh, probably large and XL, because no home brewers are mediums. But sorry to burst your bubble there, Carl, I'm actually a medium, but I can just put that down to the job. If I was still sitting behind a desk, I'd be quite a few kilos heavier, I think, especially knocking back fantastic beers like this. Okay guys, well that's all the questions done. We are getting on for 17, nearly 18 minutes, so we'll get on to the most important part of this video, apart from drinking fantastic beer, and that is to do the draw. So I'll cut the video here, and I'm going to use that random comment picker that everyone's been using, because there was like 60, nearly 70 comments, so that's probably the easiest way to do it. So stay tuned, and we'll swing over to that shortly. And thank you very much, Sean, for the beer. Top job. See you soon. Okay guys, so we're back for the draw using the YouTube random comment picker. So I need to put in the shortcut to the competition video that had all your comments, so I'll put that in there. Hit go. Hopefully you can see that. Okay, so it says there's 63 unique commenters, and then I'll swing it over here, and we just need to click on start here to pick a winner. So the prize was the Randy Mosher Mastering Home Brew book, but if you've already got it or you want something else, that's no problem, up to the same sort of value. So good luck everyone. Let's click the start button. Just going through all the names. Okay, so the winner is Yorkshire Homebrew 001. That's Tony, so congratulations Tony. I'll get in contact with you, and or you can get in contact with me if you watch the video first, and we'll make that delivery of the book or some other book happen. So yeah, thanks guys for watching and entering and supporting the channel. We'll do another comp. I'm not sure at what point, but we will definitely do another one in the future, so stay tuned, and yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Cheers guys, and congratulations Tony for winning.